Alright, it's another day, which means it's another episode without a technician. We got a crank no start on this good old Chevy Equinox. The last time, I think a week ago, I was out here to look at it. The crank sensor went out on it, so we replaced the crank sensor. They drove for a couple days, and then all of a sudden, the car died. I'm suspecting he got a battery problem. We're gonna look at that. I got a battery and I got an alternator already on hand, so if we need it, we're gonna put this bad boy on. Let's see if we can put this Chevy back on the road today. All right, so I already got the battery out. They had a good ever start in here. It's a 96 group. It's pushing out 590 cold cranking ounces, what it's supposed to be at. Let's see what I measured it at. And this is prior to me even cranking the car or anything like that. So it says 26%. It has 12.2 volts. So if you look at the voltmeter and say, oh, we got 12 volts. There's nothing wrong with the battery. Well, look what happens when you measure. It's putting out 173 cold cranking amps, and look at the resistance on it. So it's about 60% state of charge, but we know for a fact that this car completely died. Which means more than likely that alternator killed this battery, but we're gonna test that theory. All right, guys, update. So we got a problem here, and I'm gonna show you what the problem is. That's the new battery I just put in. That's what the alternator's putting out, 15.1.2 amps. That is overkill. So that alternator is actually overcharging. When it does that, that's bad. That's actually just as harmful as the undercharging. So it's overcharging. We're gonna shut this thing off. The car come right up. We're gonna shut it off. We're gonna change the alternator, put another one on here, and we're gonna get it cracking. All right, you guys, so I got the old alternator out. You can hear it. Well, let me see. I don't know if y'all hear that slight whining. Got it out. Wasn't too bad. What I did have to do though is take a loose the AC compressor, because it's an AC line right here that sits in the way with this long stud. And I didn't want to disconnect that line because I didn't have my recovery machine to recover the refrigerant. So to bypass, I had to move the AC compressor out the way, then bam, move that out the way. So now I can put everything back in here. All right, so I got the new one here. So let's take a listen. See how it stops and you don't hear much noise. So let me know that the coil in there, it's going a little bit bad. Now, sometimes you can't really know by listening that way, but y'all did see I checked it. That was the way of verifying this overcharging. It's a capacitor or something in there wrong. Gotta put this new one on. We're gonna test everything again, see what we get. Everything turns out, we're gonna turn it loose to the customer. All right, I got everything in here. Everything nice and tight. Just need to put the air duct back in. Got the alternator on, got the belt back on. Gonna put this air duct back on, and we're gonna hook the battery back up, do some more testing, and see what we get. Alrighty, so we got it back running. Did a check, everything's checking out. Things reading like it's supposed to. Got everything back in here. Bad baby's back on the road.